Let's continue our focus on the issues of student accommodation. Earlier in our bulletin, we gave you the lay of the land in as far as what the situation looks like in Johannesburg, as well as in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape. Let's now bring in Mzwakhe Bolotina, Stellenbosch University SRC Secretary General. Thank you so much for your time, Mzwakhe, this afternoon. So we've witnessed a number of protests across our country's universities, including, of course, Stelli's. Let's first talk about the situation on the ground at the moment. Have registrations firstly been reopened at the facility, and have deadlines also been extended?
Hi, Unati. Thank you so much for having me. And indeed, registration has been extended till the 28th of February, this coming Friday. Reason being that you know that there's quite a lot of issues pertaining to registration, whether it's financial issues or accommodation issues, but mainly because accommodation issues, it's quite a challenge, and it has been extended till the 28th of February.
And just staying with that issue, I mean, in terms of just the greater issue of financial exclusion, we know that student accommodation continues to be a major issue here. It's also very disheartening when hundreds of students are denied accommodation for a number of reasons. Just give us a sense then what the issues are on the ground at Stellenbosch University in as far as NSFAS and student accommodation at the university is concerned.
Absolutely, Onati. Look, you find students who are academically eligible, who are doing absolutely exceptionally well, but they do not necessarily have, the financial means of staying in a university residence or paying for the academic year 2025. And those are some of the issues that, we feel like they shouldn't be a student's issue. These are issues that management and the Department of Higher Education can necessarily deal with, because these are students who are academically eligible. These are students who are saying, but I'm doing well in my academics and I do not have a place to stay. So as the SRC, that's what we mainly, advocate for. Students who are academically eligible, they are necessarily our major focus, as they are the ones with issues now. Because if you look into the newcomers who came in just recently, they are not necessarily affected by anything in terms of accommodation or financial crisis, So the issues currently on the ground are students who are from first year, second year, and currently they will be doing their, they are returning students basically. So those are the type of issues that we are facing.
Yeah, and I mean, some SRC students that we've been speaking to have also raised concerns of even finding safe, affordable places to live, saying that this has become a stark reality for many students across the country as this academic year kicks off. What are you seeing there around Stellenbosch, especially as it pertains to those that are registered with NSFAS?
Yes, the cap for NSFAS, like recently, the Minister of Higher Education just told us about the 4% increase, but the 4% increase does not necessarily do any justice to students who are NSFAS funded in Stellenbosch University, because the minimum, not necessarily affordable, but the minimum rent price in Stellenbosch University ranges from 60,000 per annum. Basic residence of the university costs about 72,000 if you have a single room. So these are the challenges that we are facing, because even the 4% increase is not doing any justice to students, whether they go and stay in a private accommodation as well. Private accommodations are too far. And in terms of residences of university, they are also quite steep and the prices are just ridiculous. I think that's something that as individuals and as individuals and as a structure, it's what we've been advocating for, to take to management to say, but these prices are ridiculous. And also to understand that these are not just Stellenbosch University issues, these are not institutional issues, but they are sectoral issues like NSFAS. NSFAS affects all 26 institutions of higher learning in South Africa. So that's just currently what we've been struggling with.
Right, Mzwakhe, thank you so much for that. Mzwakhe Bolotina from Stellenbosch University's SRC Secretary General there. As we continue, of course, here on the SABC channel, just to put a spotlight on the issues that many students are affected with as a result of accommodation at the various institutions.